or what you have tried to do or how much you have tried. It's just about the truth. It's not about being a professional. It's not about your professionalism. It's not about your grammatical correctness, political correctness. It's not about your intellectual or anything. No, it's just about the truth, the standard, and not about the double standard we see today people playing. It's not about tricking people into believing lies to be the truth. It's just about the truth. And I must once again say that I am glad that we are now a one big family that nobody have been able to take away or stop, despite or irrespective of whatever they have tried to do, whatever they have planned to do, trying to calling people, trying to make them see reasons that this is not about Biafra, this is about Ngozi Oraboeze, this is no. And I am still saying it here and now. It is not Ngozi Oraboeze fight. This thing we are doing here is not about Ngozi, Dr. Ngozi or Ngozi Oraboeze. Let me just say it that way, so you will not say you don't understand. This is about me, you, us, all of us together. It's about our future. It's about our generation. Our generation that has come and gone, and the one that are still to come, or the ones rather that are still to come. I want us all to understand that whatever you see we are doing here today, you might see it as nothing. You might see it as not working or not doing it. No, it doesn't mean anything. But I must tell you what you see we are doing today. What you see that we are doing here right now as we are here is something nobody can stop, and is something you cannot even hide. I'm trying to get the national anthem so that we will start with the national anthem, because I can find out that we have been trying to play the national anthem and it is not being clear. I'm trying to get it get a clear one so we can start with that. So my people, as we play this national anthem, we are all welcome to this once again, this our program, our gathering again. I don't know when you joined. I don't know if you are one of those that started earlier, because I know Drake is always here. Even sometimes, I think, was it not last weekend? I sleep, when I woke up, he's still on. I see this guy in the tire. You see, one thing we must know is I listened to the Secretary of Information earlier when she was addressing us. She was telling us that nobody is more Biafra than the other. And this is one thing I've always tried to make us understand. You don't see me as, this one, hey, don't talk, you want to talk. No. That's why whenever you see me come here, I try to raise up my hand. It's not about who you are. It's not about who you feel or who people think you are. It's just about you being a Biafran. If we cannot start learning how to be a true Biafran now, or true Biafrans now, it will be difficult when we come into this Biafra finally. Because all of us are now covered and we have swimmed all these years through the rivers or oceans of Nigeria. And we are so much soaked with this mentality, the way we think, the way we live, the way we eat, the way we feel, the way we see people. So let us or try to move on. Don't see anybody, hey, no, 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 this one is, no, no, I will not talk, or let him talk first. No, it doesn't work like that. That's why in America today, you will see people address Trump the way they want to address him. Whether he likes it or not, he will listen. You don't bully people. You don't ask your police to go and shoot or kill people or harass them or arrest them because they speak their mind. No, they are not in, it's not even zoo. Nigeria is an evil forest. Today we see so many things happening around the world. But before we continue, like I said, I would like us to take on the national anthem before we continue. I don't know if that is okay because I've had us requesting that we play the national anthem. So if it's okay, let us play the national anthem. Is that okay? Shall I continue?
Yes, okay. Yeah, the reason why I wanted you to play it is that someone said you have it. So that's why, even though as a local tried to play it, some people didn't hear, some people heard, and we want this national anthem to be played every other time here. We'll keep playing it. Once in a while, we play it until this space comes down, until the end of 29, because today is our redeclaration day. And no matter what anybody does, we are going to be happy for our 2 months. We are going to talk about what we have achieved, and we are going to talk about what we hope to achieve in the coming days, weeks, months, and years. Thank you.
All right. Okay, then we'll have to start with the national anthem. So we go. I hope it came out very clear. I hope that came out very well. Did it?
Yes, we appreciate you, our
Ah,
Ugoju husband. Thank you. Chooks A is, you want to continue
yeah,
talking
yeah,
or
yeah.
you
Let me
want?
just drop small inside now. And I don't the drop this small. The mega drop more small thing now. Early when I came in here, I see some people trying to argue about what is going on and what is not going on. You see, I've been telling us that the best thing that can happen or that could happen to us today is to mind our business the way we have been minding it. I know sometimes we are humans. Sometimes one or two things might spring up that we will want to attend to, that you will find difficult to ignore. But the truth remains that if we can try to ignore things and not minding it the way people want you to mind it, and not talking about it the way people want you to talk about it. To tell you the truth, if you remember when this whole their useless things when they were saying all these things, I told them that all they are trying to do is to drag us all into saga. And then when you go into saga, people will be left in confusion. And then the whole thing we have achieved will be destroyed. Today is 2 months independence of this little baby we have cried for, our fathers have died for, our brothers died for, our sisters died for, our siblings that we did not meet here died for. Our gallant men died before we were born, after we were born. Before our very eyes, we have seen so many fall. We have seen so many butchered alive. We've seen so many set ablaze. We've seen our mothers cry. They cannot go to their farms because when they go to farms, Fulani herders will abuse them, do all manner of things to them. We see them mostly from Delta State area, old Nigerian Delta State. We saw the videos where they were crying out for help because when they go to farm, the Funanis will rape them and abuse them. Until today, nothing has been done. I was listening to that one of the social media influencers or bloggers, Okocha. He was still saying it. He's from Delta area that their women could not go to farm because of the same abuse. Today in Enugu, we still see also one where the same Fulani herders continuously attack and nothing has been done and nothing has been said. Rather, the only thing that they are doing, that they are saying, I showed those of the traditional ruler from the same Ozowan Enugu who collaborated with the Nigerian Zoo terrorist army to fish out those that are fighting for their freedom, and they eliminated them all. And then when the Nigeria army finished eliminating those that were shown to them, they began to take the king and his boys one after the other. Then the king ran to the social media to cry. I think that should be AIT news. He ran to AIT news to cry. And today, the same thing is happening. And I have told us several times, maybe we have forgotten, whoever buys your brother or your daughter or your sibling or your children from your hand will never trust you. You will be the last, or not even the least or the last. He can nothing in no circumstances will bring him to the point of considering to trust you. Whoever you sold your brother to will never trust you. The only trust he will have in you, on you, is that you are good in selling out your family members. That's only trust. After that, he will never have anything to do with you. Today, we are celebrating our 2 months independence. Some people are there, still making calls, still putting out some comments and contents out there to make people, to confuse people, to bias people, or to make you begin to attack. Hey, yeah, this one, that, no, no, this one is a sabo, no. But I tell us the truth. We are not going back there. This is 2 months. And I will say again, happy independence to every one of us. We made it to this point. And by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, we will make it to the end. When I will see somebody like Amoshe, and face to face, he will shout, Udo, Udo. And I will see every one of us. And we will jubilate and celebrate together. We must all work together and achieve this our goal together. Somebody might call you and tell you things and make you see reasons to hate me. Somebody might call you and make you see reasons to hate DPM, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. Somebody might call you and make you see reasons not to follow this government. But one thing I want you to understand is this. You are not doing anybody any favor. What you are doing is building a legacy that can never be wiped out. Let us build this legacy that in time to come, our children will be proud of what we are doing today. Records will bear witness of what we have done today. We thank God, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, for this present age that we are in a global village. Nothing will be forgotten. Don't listen to gossips. If there is any information you need to get or to know, try and be sure about it. Ask people. Come to space here, throw out, this is what I heard, though, is it true? Get clarified before you take it out there and start sharing it to people. I want us to know that there are people that don't have access to internet. Once they manage to get that little 1 minute, 5 minutes to go into air, anything they see is what they take. If they open it and see in that social media handle, hey, DPM is a criminal, is working for Nigeria, and their data ends there. And that one they have seen then, they will take it off from there. That is the news they are going to be preaching for the rest of the day or the week or the month until they will be able to get another data. That is why the Bible said that the tongue, power of death, life, destruction, lies in the power of the tongue. And that is why we should be careful of what we say. That's why I tell us that it's not coming here, hey, Finland, they are stupid. Finland, no, they. I want you to understand that Finland is a nation. They will do what they need to do best for their nation. Their Finland as a nation stands first before you and me, before Biafra. America first before Biafra. If joining EU or NATO is what they believe will make them feel good or give them what they want, why would they not do that? But where we should have been having problem, or where we should be having problem with them, is when our prime minister, when we found out that our prime minister is what they are using for trade. But now that we are here, if you ask me, I have not seen any proof. Yes, They have disappointed us. They have disappointed our prime minister by keeping him away from Biafrans, stopping him from the Biafra declaration. Yes, I will condemn Finland for that. But condemning Finland that they are working with Nigeria, they have sold our PM to Nigeria. You might say that Nigeria is trying to do anything to make Finland stop our prime minister from preaching Biafra or from actualizing Biafra. But Nigeria have not yet done anything. They have not been able to stop or to convince Finland to stop our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, or to imprison him, or to even take him back to Nigeria. So let us not worry our little heads over the things we don't know. Let us not speak and get angry and abuse and insult people over our common exaggeration. And I want to tell you, you can come here and finish Finland without being insulting. You can come here and they talk about the Prime Minister, Finnish Prime Minister Alexander Stubb. You can come here and tell him mess without insulting him. That's what I want us to know. I want us to know that this space you see we host here goes a long way. You think it's only me and you. Do you know the people that are listening anonymously? You don't know. That is why we must know how we talk. When we come here every day and begin to talk of irrelevant people, no, I know we can talk about them, but not every time. Once in a while, you may ship in, oh, look, they are photo minister. No, you move on. But we must not allow that to be our topic. We must not come remaining insultive, abusive. Like I said, you can finish people from head to toe without using insultive, without being insultive, but you have finished them, you have naked them, you have destroyed them. When Onyendu said Simon have demolished you, Wokoko, he was talking to Ada, I've forgotten his name. Our prime minister then did not say, you are stupid, you will die, it will not be better for you, your generation will not see good. No. Our prime minister used, I don't know if I should say, scold him. Pianya, koya jaga jaga. And he went into hiding. But when you come out, they will say, look at this one. Shaking that the hawk has taken one of his cheek, he's crying. Like I tell you, if I come here to tell you how many calls I receive that are advising me not to support Ngozi Oraboeze, and I laugh, each one of them that comes, I will ask him, you think this about Ngozi Oraboeze? You see, people are so foolish and naive. They don't even know what we are doing. Till now that we are here, so many of us, even here right now, may not have understood that we are not doing anything for Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze. We are not doing anything for Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister. We are not doing anything for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike. We are fighting to restore our nation. We are fighting for our own freedom. Our own freedom. And nothing more. So when you begin to see it that you are just supporting Ngozi Oraboeze, that is when you lost it. So when they call me and said, I say, look at you. You think this? They say you don't know nothing. You are there, yeah. You see her, she is the one you are working for. You are working for Madam. But I say, Chineke mera yebere. When are we going to wake up from this foolishness? Believe me, this is why so many people today are following whoever they are following, because they believe, I don't want to follow woman. That woman, I will not follow woman. No, it's not about woman. It's not about anybody. That's why I will always tell you, this Biafra is about nobody, but about you. I don't know who brought you. I don't know how you came here. I don't know what motivated you. I don't know, maybe you just want to come here because this is where you want to pass your time. I remember when Mazana Dekano will be, I think that should be Wednesday and Friday or something like that. Whenever he will be preaching, I will go and look for a bottle of wine, sit down, be sipping and listening. I was enjoying what he was doing, but I was not following what he was doing. Until the day I saw him covered with hood and brought to Lagos, brought to Abuja, I shed tears, rolled down my tears. And then I began to understand that I have been a foolish person all these years. Listening and doing nothing with them. Just sit down, good time. You have a good time, you sit down and you listen to Mazen Nandekano. Eloquent speeches. Sometimes he could be funny. Sometimes he finished these intellectuals politicians we have in Biafra land, and I love that. I was enjoying it. I didn't see the other side of it. So today, I don't know what has brought you here. I don't know what you want to do here. So many of us are still crying, hey, Obatobie has blocked me. One of our brother yesterday here on the space was saying, DPM blocked me. She could not have written her. I told her, I've written Mazugo. I've written so many people. And I was asking this, our brother, you are writing me that DPM, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, blocked you. Do I manage Dr. Ngozi Orabeze DPM account? Did she tell you at any time that Ugo manages her account? And by the way, let me ask you, even if I, Ugo, block you on everywhere, will that stop you from propagating Biafra? I am just asking a question. Maybe I don't know. If I block anybody, even if I go on and block all of you here now, I block everybody and decide to be alone, will that stop you? Did I block you from speaking? Did I block you from hosting space? Did I block you from preaching the gospel of truth? Did I block you from donating towards your freedom, towards Biafra restoration? Where did I block you? My own personal account. I never blocked you from speaking. I never blocked you from hosting space and telling people about Biafra. I never blocked you from encouraging people. No. Let us be realistic. It's only those that are not serious and they never want to be serious that will go about. You have the time. Listen to me. You have the time to write everybody in government. He said it here yesterday. He have written everybody and nobody listens. Nobody listens to you that DPM blocked you. He had the time to write all these things to many people, probably more than 10 or 20 people, but he cannot write an article, one line of an article, sentence about Biafra. I went to his wall. All I could see is maybe repost, and not that he reposts everything our DPM do, or I do, or we do, and not that he comes to space every day. He's not here now, I believe. If he's here, let me hear him talk. He don't come to space every day. I don't think he have hosted space before. But he will have the time to write. If DPM unblock that person now, what good will that person do? What good will he do? Or what is he going to add to this, our present situation now? If DPM will unblock that person now, will that make him to start hosting space the way Drake is hosting? Will that make him to come here and address us every day? Make we tell ourselves the truth now. We'd always like to use something we no get meaning to find meaning. We dey like to use people as excuses to our foolishness and mistakes. And the earlier we understand, that's why I tell you that this Biafra, you are not doing anybody any favor. If you choose to drop now, drop. Like I used to tell us, any day me, Ugo, I am tired, I will quietly walk away. I will not create sin. A sin, I will not even start creating, not to talk of creating a sin. I will leave you and walk away. Even if you offend me, I will leave you and walk away. What is the essence of coming to create sin? What people don't understand is that the good work you did today might be forgotten tomorrow just because of a little foolish mistake you make. Because of that right you want to claim. I know how many people I have advised when they were like, "Hey, I no go agree." I told them, you can go home. If I were you, I will not come to social media. Even if you will come and they preach your Biafra. Don't preach people. They did not listen. When they come out, hey, Simon Ekpa criminal. Where are they today? The good work of yesterday, they have destroyed it with their foolishness of some minutes. Imagine me now rising to fight against Simon Ekpa, against this Biafra. We should use our number 6. That's why that song said, only what we have done is what we will remember for. That's why I said that we will never be forgotten. Our names have been written in the archives. Whether we like it or not, whether you like it or not, a time will come when some generations in future will come up and they will try to visit some space. They will try to visit history. They will try to say, in 50 years ago, 200 years ago, this nation called Biafra were fighting. Let us do the same way people, children in Finland today, we say, let us find the history. Who was the person that led the Finnish people into battle, into declaration, into this, into that? That's the same way people will ask, what really happened during the time of Biafra? What went on? How did they fight? And they will go into Google. Do you know that if you go to Google now and type Ugo 247, you will see my picture? Do you know that? If you type Amuche, you might see. Do you know that? We don't know. Someday people will tag Happy Ume and the Happy Ume will show up and they will find Happy Ume used to be in space with the Drake, with the Rosie, with Simon Izuchuku, with Win, with the, and they will tag, Win Bumisi, okay, I recognize you, okay, my brother. And they will say, which kind of name is this? And Win. And Win. Let me find out. And when they try to, they say, Win. A Ghanaian. Why is he always in Biafra matter now? Why is they carry him for head? No. Jokes apart, it might be funny, but what I am saying now is what will happen in future. You use now to find out.
Mazugo, sorry.
Yeah.
My minister,
Yeah.
my minister, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry, just hold your peace there, my minister. Forgive me.
I didn't hear you.
One now, Ugochukwu, oh yeah, one is it, one, your namesake, Augustine Ugochukwu. Augustine Ugochukwu said my mother is not a Biafran.
Wait.
He sent me a message right now.
But I win.
He sent me a message.
Hold on, no verse. If your mother is not a Biafra, does it matter? Eh?
I don't know. One people. Nwafọ azụrụ na Abangwa Enyimba City nwa Ọgbọ Hill mama ewe onye Ọgbọ Hill onye Abangwa ka onye eleghele awotu ndị ngwalesi akpa onye eleghele na-asị na mama mma gburu achịcha ma ọchị like onye eleghele
ọ dị egwu now that is what we are saying. That is what we are saying. Some people will be busy doing what and doing that, But I tell you the truth, your identity is not important. I'm telling you, what is important is what you have done. When they will look for who is this Awimpumi, what they will find out is what he have done. Nobody is interested in, what they will find out is a Ghanaian. But why is he always among Biafrans? Then they will find out that. But the truth is that when they come to find out about Simon Izuchukwu, nobody want to ask, is he an Igbo? Is he a Calabar? Is he from Akwa Ibom? Is he from... Nobody is interested. What have you done? They will search and tag Amuche. What has Amuche? Udo. What is Udo? No, we have to tell ourselves the truth. This is just the simple truth. So, what am I saying? You are not doing anything for anybody. Nobody. You are doing it all for your own self. The earlier we know this, better. And I'm saying it again. If they are sending you to call me, I pity you. Because me, I have chosen to fight for Biafra, not for anybody. There are no amount of money you will give me that will be enough for me. I want to go home with my children. I want my people to stop being massacred. I want the Zoo terrorist army to stop killing my people. I don't want my land to be taken over. What we see happening in Enugu Ozowani today will soon escalate and spread. The same way, I don't know how many of you that were listening, 2015, I think from 2014-15, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu would tell us they are coming. To tell you the truth, I used to be one of them that said, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they disturb yourself. They are only killing each other in the north. They will not dare come to our side now. They're not born them well. I'm telling you the truth. I used to say this. I would tell my brothers, anybody around me, this is why I see it. That they are doing it to themselves. They will not cross. Today, they are in our communities. They are in our communities. They rape our daughters to death. Our wives could not go to farm. Our mothers could not go to farm. We are scared of coming out. Who knows, if you come out, you will die. You buy a fine motor, you build a fine house, you don't enjoy them. You abandon them there in the community, in the village. Cockroaches and ants will be enjoying them. Your mansions, your castles. I never thought a day will come when I will sit here and say the same thing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was saying, that they are coming to take over our communities. Look at Ozowani now. It's not a secret. It's not that I'm just telling you. I saw Oshimole yesterday crying. I think a Symphony News, or is it a Rise News? I saw him. He's saying, why is it that they are fighting tooth and nail, arresting people, killing people, shooting aside, deploying militaries, building or recruiting and doing this one group, how many groups, monitoring, fighting against the crude or oil theft or bunkering. But in the north, Ochimole said what I'm saying now. But in the north, we have many minerals, gold, the other one, I think, californium, and they are mining it. Nobody is saying anything about it. Ochimole, I heard from his mouth. It's not that I read it in the news. He said he using two korokoro mat wey in the tech shop. Talk am. He using korokoro mat, sorry, one korokoro mat wey he get wey the tech talk. Now he use talk am. If you search for it in the social media, I will search it. I will look it up and I will bring it. He talk am.
I see him.
Eh?
I see him.
You see am?
I see him.
Okay.
I listen to him from the beginning to the end. See, my minister. This guy, you see, if let me, I'm not used to insulting elder people, elderly people, but he was just being economical with the truth. Was it not in Nigeria? Was he not in Nigeria when one dark man, a bit from, is it Adamawa, said that the oil in Bayelsa belongs to Adamawa? Was it not there when the man said it? Or he thought that the man was playing? The people keep their gold. They keep their own. They are mining and they are selling it on the streets of Dubai. That was what he said. But their own oil, they supported the Niger Delta, this and this, militants, so on. They come, the call soldiers, they ransack everywhere, check them out, and now gave them amnesty. People where the land, the fruit today inside your compound, you don't feel carry the breadfruit. If you other people from the Sahel, people that are migrated, if you don't, where can they carry the fruit where they are? And when we talk, he said, oh, you're asking for Biafra because of the oil in the land. Now today, if him now will come, they use him up the talk. Oh, okay, I live on for him. Since if you hold my way, no, they understand. Make it continue to lament. They think say the caliphate. They think say the caliphate go mine now. If they laugh, where they laugh am? People will go when their children go commit outside, run to the compound, instead of them to open and ask and put their children at the back. What happened? Let me know what happened before I go blame my children. They go lock the gate. All of them, they go lock the gate. That is what they do. Then the enemy go divide their children. Later on, when they are weak, they cannot do anything, then the enemy will come and collect them. That is what they did. And to the Hausa indigenous people and the rest of them, they want to repeat it in Biafra land. And Biafra land is going to consume them. Whether they give us out to be slaughtered at the slaughter slab or not, Mazuko and the rest of you that are here, we will not succumb to such nonsense. We will fight and free ourselves. Whether our elders support or not, we have grown. We know what is good and what is bad. We know what is freedom. The freedom all of you enjoy in developed nations, that is even more than that, is what every one of you is anticipating to bring back to Biafra land. How would we fight for it? Thank you so much. I hear it.
Thank you, my only Oke Nwadiala. Thank you so much, Oke Nwadiala. Thank you. So let me allow other Biafrans to continue to talk, share your views. Let us stand on the truth, because with truth, only truth, you will destroy everything around you. It's not, like I said, it's not about grammatical correctness. No.
247, your line is cracking.
Really? Okay, let me refresh it. But meanwhile, I surrender. I submit here. Happy independence. Happy 2 months independence. Airborne.
Now you're talking. Airborne, my brother.
All right. Dear friends, we and everybody, anywhere you are watching us from or joining from, I greet you and I welcome you here right now. I think let me just, since I don't enter line now, don't enter now. You understand? Let us just move on a little bit. So, like I was saying, I said something about Oshimole, and I think I should show it now and then. In Congo today, we see the youth. The youth say that they don't want neocolonialism anymore, and they are burning down embassies of French embassies, US, and so many other people. And I think they attack embassies of French, Belgium, Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, and the United States in Kinshasa. And then why? We have seen all these things happening in DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, all this while. But these people find it difficult to come in. But they will bring their armor tankers in the name that they come for peace, and they will use it to steal their goods. I tell you the truth. Our freedom is in our own hands. In our own hands. Until we decide to free ourselves. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, any day you see anybody fall out or stop following you or stop supporting you, it's either that person has done his own part or he was never meant to be there for you. That's why when marriages crash, they say the marriage was a mistake. In this Biafra, there are people that are still a mistake, or there are people that are still mistakes. So when anybody shouting today, hey Biafra, hey God, hey this, today, tomorrow they stop, or tomorrow they begin to fight you. I want to tell you the truth. The truth is that they were never meant to be there. They were never meant to be there. Because whoever is a true Biafran that is fighting for Biafra, that truly know what Biafra means, that truly knows how Biafra or sees or understand the importance of this Biafra today, tomorrow will not tell you Biafra is useless. No. Because nothing changed. Nothing changed. Biafra have not changed. It will be good when somebody do something that is not supposed. The person with it, this one you do no good. But Mbengela Madu says bro, that one is the fake and the fake. So we must wake up. We must wake up. Today we have to look into some things. Biafra in focus. Our Biafra is this our Biafra, This our Biafra. They say we be useless people, we be social media, da. But the truth is that we are doing the needful. And we will always continue to do the needful. We are doing the needful, whether you like it or whether you don't like it or what we are doing today is something that nobody can stop or change or deny. Like I said earlier while I was on space, we have come a long way to this point. All of us that were there from the beginning when all this battle started with our PM and the criminals, if you understand how we fought to get to this point, individually, collectively, we were fighting. Everybody was fighting just the same way we're fighting today. I see so many people in the social media fighting for justice. And I still see many fighting against the same justice. Oh boy, Onyebuchi, I greet you. Chizunna Gwendewo, I greet you. Chidubem, Chidubem, I greet you. Obieze one them, I greet you. Obieze Mike. Obieze Mike, I greet you. Mark Shiebosa, Bose, or Bose, Makie Bose. This name they had me to call Machie Bose, or Bosa. Ahmed, Nosuriki Ahmed, at least Ahmed is okay. Oko Pius, Omili Agnes, I greet you. Which Agnes? Is it Agnes Taylor? Davison Grace, I greet you, Davison Grace. Ọba ndewo. Ọba Kenenge. Odobeshi Maroke. Wangwo Shisom. Oliver Hillary, ndewo, I greet you. Beautiful Shuku. Triple M, Triple M, ndewo, I greet you. Triple M, I don't see you on space again. What's the problem? Izu Biafra, Ugochukwu nwanne nke m, how you dey? Airborne. Triple M, I don't see you again. Maria Regina, I greet you. I don't see you on space again. What is happening? Ike, I greet you. Ike is one of those that were there from the beginning with Matt Feast, my own Matt Feast. Are you there? I greet you. XHS.com, I greet you. Ofoma Ezema. What a name. I love that name. Ofoma Ezema. Well, we continue. So today I want to that video. Owen Palace in Dewo. I was talking about the video Oshimole crying. You see, that is why I will always tell you that these people are happy slaves. That even when they are not happy, they can't do anything. That is why you see these kind of pictures. A man of 80 years old punished to sit on the floor. And believe me, this happened in the north, because when you look around, you see all those sitting in the chairs that they are northerners. You see the people around them, you will see that this is in the north. Probably the money, they were demanding for money again when they have not finished destroying Biafrans, when they have not finished ending people from talking for Biafra. Then they ask them, go and sit on the floor. You know the shame. Common small thing we give you to do, you know, if you do. Sit down on the ground. This one will say, I'm a chief. Shut up. Who told you you're a chief? We make you chief and we unmake you. That is it. And this one again, you see them? Ojuzokalo. Why he was very young himself. Then imagine now that he's old, how the thing go the waka. That is why we must continue to do whatever, push, and push. I beg you, like this program for me. Raphael, thank you so much. Raphael, thank you. Raphael Ilumodio, thank you. Love this program for me. Like this program, share this program if you can, but like it mostly. Retweet it on the space. Twitter. So today, Biafra, after all this, after these 2 months battle for survival, you know, when you give a birth to a baby, a newborn baby, that baby will be struggling. Sometimes you give birth to the baby, the enemy want the baby to die at birth. That's when they say now stillbirth. They want the baby to die even before he comes. It is left for the mother and those around there, maybe the medical practitioners, to make sure that they resuscitate the baby. They will do everything, hitting the baby, bam, bam, bam. And the baby, you'll be feeling, when you watch the documentaries, a newborn baby, they just grab a newborn baby like this, they hit them, ba, 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 keep them for, ba, ba, ba. I say, this is now one kill him, now one bring him back to life. She shooks, I greet you. No, if you watch, you wonder, are they not going to wound this baby? But they are trying to resuscitate the baby. That's why today, this Biafra you see today, it's like it is going to die. It will not survive it. Hey, they are shaking it from up and down. It's just to make the Biafra strong. Yeah, it's just to make the Biafra strong, and it's just to prove to the world that we cannot be intimidated. We cannot be pushed aside. We cannot be go away, go away, go away, go away, go away from there, go away from there. Do you understand me? Difficult times will come. No time in life, if you are in this life and you don't experience anything difficulty, hardship, pain, sorrow, but the way you handle them will lead you to the other side of the story where you will smile at the end of the road. Like when you will be sent to go and farm. When your father will tell you to farm, do yam. My father used to do that yam planting that time. When he would send us to go and they do time to cultivate. Yeah, very difficult thing. Some go the mama you go the cultivate them. But when it's time to harvest that particular yam where you dey cry, you and your papa go fight. That's the kind of yams I talk. No be that big one. There are some yams like this. Those small yams. My father used to cultivate them. So whenever the time to harvest come, I will be the one to tell my father that those yams are done for harvesting. Do you know why? I enjoy harvesting the yam. Because when we are harvesting, do you know how we go? We carry pepper, we carry ogiri. I don't know how many of you, native maggi ogiri. We carry pepper, we carry native maggi, we carry water, we carry mashes. We go, finish. When we go there, we do. Now me go make fire, carry and put for fire, roast them. Carry opaka join and if opaka they available. As the yam they roast, I go the shop. I will not get tired of working. Do you know why? Because what we are doing now is reaping and not working. Reaping no be work. He might think it's working, but it's not work. We the harvest waiting we have done in the past. When we were doing it, we were crying. Even sometimes today, my papa go beat hell out of me before he go fit drag me go that farm. But to harvest, you don't need to beat me. I go beg you, make I follow you go harvest. Because the enjoyment. So that is the Biafra we are building today. It's very difficult financially, physically, anywhere from every corner. It is difficult. It's a difficult situation. But are we going to stop? Are we going to say, no, this is, and we cannot run away. Persecutions are coming from every corner, everywhere. We will not stop. If we remember that message by our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that time, when he tell us that these few weeks, coming few weeks will be very pivotal. You may not understand that But now I come to understand that these coming 2 weeks will be pivotal. It's not just the 2 weeks of that time. The 2 weeks from that time, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks from today also are included in that 2 weeks our leader Mazen and the Kano was talking about, because it has been pivotal. It has been deadly. It has been painful. It has been a hard time that we have been going through one after the other. But above all, the joyous part of it is that we have not fallen with those that fall. God has kept us to see this day, not because we are special, but because we have roles to play. And when you leave that role that God have called you to play and start fighting against that role, don't make God to regret why he spared you to this moment. You know, many of us don't even know that God has spared us to this hour, this moment, for a purpose.
We are facing a very...
We will listen to him. But before we listen to him, I want us all to understand. I want us to understand that there is a purpose for everything. There is a reason for everything. For me to be able to sit here today again, after I am sure that I know that so many people has fallen. So many people has fallen. So many has fallen from the faith. So many have fallen from telling the truth. So many have died, and I am still alive. And you out there, you are still alive. Concerning this Biafra, there is a reason. It's not because you're too special. So it is in this life. So many people I slept with in the same room, ate with in the same plate, are dead now. I am still alive for a purpose. My own brothers have died, sisters have died. I am alive. Why? For a purpose. So if you are alive and in this struggle today, and you feel what God has kept you all these years, all this while to do is to fight against the restoration of this Biafra, brother, think again before you regret this life you have in you, before you regret the possibility of you being here today. God can never allow you to come here to fight against the restoration of the kingdom of God. It is not possible. Don't tell me God sent you. God did not send you. God will never send anybody to stand against this movement. God will never send you to go and bias people's mind, lying to them. God did not send you to make bias the people, the army, to deceive the Biafran army and tell them not to follow the authority. It's not God. That is demon. Anything that is not right is not God. Make we listen to our leader first before we continue. Let's listen to him.
We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us.
from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Obad, Yasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Inaguleri.
People, depending on where you are watching me from.
The same God of Orairi, the same God of Uweiri, the same God of Orochukwu. Not to be known by the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is He omnipotent, but that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who, from their mother's womb, they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these no-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand the mountains. I didn't say one mountain. The mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
So in the process that we
All right. All right, we are all welcome back once again. Okay, Wadela, you just land here again. Well done, Max. Max, thank you. See, if I will be able to do what you, Max, is doing, the difference would have been very clear, honestly, because every corner you see Max, everywhere, every platform when you talk of Biafra, Max is there. Sometimes you see him in Shoot Survival. You see him with Shoot Survival. You say, okay, let me see what is going on with Ada Simon Egba. You see him there again. He said, let me browse and see Twitter if our people. Max is there. Yeah, my own, he is there. Aha! Max, honestly, God will bless you for us. We need more of Max Vine Maxwell. We need more of him. We need more of him. May God help us to have more of him. Chukwu okike bless you. Chukwu okike gọziere anyị gị n'aha Chineke onye kere eluigwe n'ụwa ise. So Biafrans, if you listen to this, this is one of the our leaders video or program that if I want to analyze only this sentence, only this speech will not reach 5 minutes. You see many points inside. He has spoken to this current situation. He has spoken to this present situation we are going through right now. Before now, years ago, he has spoken. I think this 2021, about 2 weeks ago, before he was kidnapped. He has spoken. He have addressed what is coming. But many of us do not see. We do not understand. Hey, blessing order, where you day? I don't then shout your name, sis. Where you day? Blessing order. I greet you, my own sister. I greet you. Longest time. Okay. You go do Christmas. I see. Well done. Well done. Welcome. Happy New Year. Okay. So he said in a time like this, Ajiboson the two don't land. Where all of them they come out from? Well done. Well, welcome. So he said in a time like this, what do you do? What do you have to do? What will you do? He have addressed this situation now. Use your number 6. No big grammar. He did not say speak grammar. He said use your number 6. That one, your inner strength, bring it out. In a time like this, you don't listen to news. Now Nigeria will come and tell you, hey, we are going to arrest every Biafra. You are panicking. Not today. Why are they no longer telling you that you are proscribed terrorists? Why are they not telling you again? Because they cannot hold anything against you on that again. They are not telling you you are sponsoring terrorists. Ask yourself, the terrorist sponsors, the terrorist financiers that the UAE give them their list, have they mentioned any of them till now? They said they are going to prosecute them, no need of calling their names. Have they prosecuted any of them by now? Till now, after more than 12 years, they have not. Ask them if they could see Lukawara terrorist group and tell you that they are friendly. Tell people not to worry themselves about. The same Lukawara that are recruiting people for 1 million naira with other food items inclusive. Why your Nigeria Jagaban is paying you 60,000 naira? Who wouldn't jump into that? They pay you 1 million naira and then give you rice, give you tomato, give you canned food, steamed foods. You say you no go take them. Hungry go kill you. Hungry go kill you. And besides, they have promised these people that they are going to recover, hijack, take over Nigeria, and they will make it a better home for them. Make you no confuse you, my own sister. No confuse you. You suppose you did here when the whole thing started. Is it, but blessing order? Is it not this exact thing that is happening now that we experience in 2021? Is it not the same thing? I think it's the same thing. So that is just that. Use your number 6. Your number 6. Your number 6. I will come and explain this video maybe this week or next week. I will remember this video. I will use a make program, talk about one after the other. He said in a time like this, so what do you do?
We are facing that is the stage we are in right now. Mountains, I didn't say one to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us.
He did not say one mountain. Mountains in our front. When you see Sonny Akparawa with Ogechukwu the other side, you see Musa the other side, you see Finland the other side, you see some Nigeria or intellectuals the other side, you see some people on social media the other side ranting. Mountains. 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 He said it. But we did not understand. We are waiting for mountain to come down from heaven. Then we will understand. He have addressed this present situation already. It's only for we to listen and to follow what he told us to do. And then mountains, what will happen? Listen.
All over the world, because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks.
We are being buffeted from all over the world. Did he tell you from Nigeria? All over the world.
From the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these no-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand.
Listen. And what did he tell you? They don't want Biafra to come. I say I don't want to go into analyzing this video. Make we talk with him one.
The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength.
This present situation, when you see Musa coming to tell you, I finalized the plan to extradite Simon Ekpa. I have you see the other one, Mba from Enugu. I have evidence. Let them come. I will supply them with evidence. And you see, plus other ones you see. Mental strength. When your strength, blessing others say she's confused. You don't need to be confused. When you see the truth, you will know. When you see lies, you already know. You already know. Let me tell us the truth. Let me just tell you this truth. Let me start by asking you, if you have a house that have cost you your every fortune, everything, and you come back to your house and you find out that your siblings or your children or your wife is being overtaken by somebody, and as you are coming back to your house, or you are in the house, somebody came to the house and hijacked your house hijack your children, hijack your wife, hijack the whole building, will you walk away to build another one? You cannot walk away to build another house. This Biafra is a home that we all have built together. And you said Dr. Ngozi Orebeze is a Nigeria agent that is trying to sell Biafra, or that have sold Biafra already. And you abandoned the Biafra for her to sell. You went and opened another one, another Biafra. Are you stupid? Common sense will tell you that you are very stupid. Common sense will tell any human being that that person is a liar. That person is a fallacy. That person is a crook. That person is a wicked individual. Use Biafra as your home, as your household. Somebody came into your house, hijacked your house, took over your children, took hold of your house, and told you, now this house is mine, I want to sell it. And you run away. You start building another house. Hey, come on, let us build another house for us. Hey, the criminal has taken the house we labor to build for years. Only fools will follow you to build the house. If it is ever true that somebody is taking over your house, you will fight and defend your house. You will fight and conquer that person that wants to take over your house. Because definitely, if it is ever true, when you finish building that house, another person will come. I saw a woman. When I was doing this online, I will come online, I will on Facebook. I used to do, I've done so many things. So I used to then, before 2021, I will, on Facebook, I advise people, talk to people. One woman called me, my husband is following another woman, I don't want again. But do you like your husband? They say yes. He's living now with another woman. I want to marry another. Okay, you want to marry another man. The truth is this. I tell her, so you want to leave your husband now, go marry another man. He say, yes, I am young and big. If you go marry another man, another woman go still come. You go still leave that one where they go marry now. Go marry another one go come. If you marry 20 women will rise and take them over. And before you know it, you will be, nobody will want to marry you again because you will be old. She said, I never see him like this. So I said, now you don't see him like that. That is what it is like. So let me tell you, the truth is that the person that abandoned his house to build a new one in the name that some people want to sell, want to, not that they have sold this house. Listen to me. These criminals are telling you that somebody want to sell Biafra. Somebody want to sell Biafra. You did not stop him from selling Biafra. You did not do anything to stop him from selling Biafra. What you do is you run away to open another Biafra and they start collecting money. What you do is to lie to people, tell the military that this person is selling Biafra, and the military believed you because you biased their mind before now. Nobody, no truthful person will abandon what he built because somebody threatened him. He abandons it to go and start fighting to build another. You they deceive yourself now. So when anybody is there telling you that, hey, the Congo is trying to sell Biafra to Nigeria, ask yourself, if it is true, why didn't you remain and fight Dr. Ngozi Orebeze? Why must you? Listen, do you know what it is like? Nigeria, Do you know that? Don't you know that in Nigeria is the only place where you see armed robbers or kidnappers or whatever or terrorists in action? You will call police and call army. They will not come. Immediately the operation of these terrorists or armed robbers finish, after about 30 minutes, they will come. Hey, where are they? Where are those people? You will see police inspector general from office. I have dispatched my men. They are going to arrest them, and finally they will arrest innocent citizens that are just passing by. Is it not the same thing that is happening? They are fighting. Hey, oh, criminal, oh, criminal. They are deceiving the innocent people that don't know what is going on. Today, I don't want to talk about them. We have to move on. Biafra in focus. After 2 months, airborne, we made it to this point, and we will make it to the end of the road. God, like I said before, God Almighty that have kept you to this point, kept you for a purpose. The purpose God kept you to this moment concerning this Biafra is for you to do something. If you have the mouth to speak, bring out that mouth. Probably that's why God has kept you to this hour. If it is just the ability to encourage people, share programs. I do share people's program as well. Share programs. If it is to donate financially, donate. Biafra is making moves to get recognized. If I don't know how many of us that remember, I used to tell us before that a time will come when these people with this money we are begging to support financially now, we want to support, and we will tell them we don't need your money anymore. It's coming. We are getting to that point. Recognitions will come in. It's not about gathering people, lying to people to come and do program. It's not that. It's about the truth. Every other thing will fade away, will die away. But the truth, you cannot kill the truth. The truth will always remain alive. Even if you like dig ground 100 million feet, bury the truth. One day, water will wash off the surface of the air, and that truth will spring up. It must spring up. This Biafra, at least if for nothing, you see this declaration, you see this thing here, you see this thing, it's a mark. It's fever. The fever I got in Finland when I went for declaration, after the swollen here and there, the fever, allergic reactions here and there, the team went and they refused to go. Look at it. You know my bed. This is just a mark. I will ever remember this day. That day, 29th of September, November 2024. I will never forget it. I will never forget it. We are all living to this point for a purpose. If you don't know the purpose you are living for, now you sabi. But ask yourself, what are you living for? I'm talking of Biafra, I'm not talking of your personal life. But even in your personal life, it's the same thing. If by now, if you are up to 18 years and you don't know what you are living for, I did sorry. Like I used to tell us, there are categories of people. People that knows what they want. People that don't even know what they want. People that don't even know at all that there is something they want. That they should want something at all. Because when you know that you want something, but you don't even know what you want, it's a different case. That somebody, you might see somebody doing that thing you want, you will say, maybe this is what I want. And when you know what you want, but you have not been able to lay your hands on it, You are fighting to grab it. But the worst ugly part of them is those that don't even know that they should be needing to fulfill something. Those that don't even know that there is something they should be looking on to fulfill. They don't know, say they have to. They don't know, say they go want something. They own a cold Sarah. You wake up in the morning, you dive into the street. By the evening, you dive into your house and sleep. You think that's all about life? This Biafra we are into is like that. If you are in this Biafra today, you don't know what you want. That is the reason why you go. Me, I will wake up tomorrow to tell you that someone ever is a criminal. You believe me. If I tell you, hey, Dr. Goswara is a criminal, you will believe me. But if you know what you want, I come and tell you, someone ever is a criminal. You say, are you sure? I beg you, come out. If you go, you will think, I've been following Simon Ekpa, and I follow him because of Biafra. I remember when they lied, they said he's a criminal, he's a YouTuber, he want to hijack, he want to destroy. But all this is a lie. I don't believe you. He will not be he's not a criminal. But when you don't even know where you are coming from, not to talk of where you are going to, somebody will tell you, Ugo is a thief, you will jump into it. Yeah, that is true. Hey, Freeman Iko to Onye, I greet you. Pastor Shima Ireshuku, I greet you. So that is it. Today, so we saw what do you call them? This
breaking news: violence has erupted.
We saw in Congo. Many of us know what has been going on in Congo. Anyway, let's watch the video first. Let's watch.
In the streets of Kinshasa, the capital of Democratic Republic of Congo. Multiple embassies have come under attack from protesters angry at the advance of M23 rebels in the east of the country. The embassies of France, Rwanda, Belgium, Uganda and the US were all targeted. A fire also broke out at the French embassy. The government says the police are back in control of the capital and security has been boosted at the embassies. In the east of the country, M23 rebels say they've captured the region's largest city, Goma. Thousands of people have fled the area. The head of the UN peacekeeping mission says there's no question that Rwandan troops are supporting M23 in Goma. The number of peacekeepers killed in the last week has risen to 17. Well, Malcolm Webb's following developments for us from Nairobi. Let's talk about what's happening in Kinshasa, first of all, Malcolm. Extraordinary scenes that we've been seeing there.
Angry crowds have attacked several embassies and started fires. Among them are the Ugandan and the Rwandan embassies. Both of those countries are blamed by many people in Congo for this conflict and also for many blamed for this conflict ever since Uganda and Rwanda first invaded Eastern Congo in the 1990s. They've been accused of meddling and looting minerals ever since. In Kinshasa and many parts of the country, Rwanda and Uganda are often blamed for Congo's problems, whether they're responsible or not. On this occasion, the role of Rwandan troops supporting M23's fighters has been widely documented. Now, the embassies of the Western countries, the US and France, Belgium and the Netherlands, which have also reportedly been attacked, they're perceived as supporters or because of their support in aid and military support for Rwanda and Uganda, they're seen as, at the least, complicit in this conflict by many people in Congo who are opposed to it.
Malcolm, as we're reporting, M23 rebels saying they've captured the region's largest city, Goma. I understand the last time we were talking that there was still apparently fighting going on there. What is the latest there?
We've just heard that the sounds of gunfire and mortar fire in Goma have reduced. M23's fighters are once again visible throughout the city centre. After about 36 hours ago, they said they took control. We heard from several people in the city since then that Congolese soldiers and allied armed groups have pushed them back. But it's very difficult and becoming increasingly difficult to confirm anything because the electricity has been off for at least 4 days. Also, the hospitals are inundated with hundreds of casualties, according to the UN and hospital sources. Many more people who've been injured in the fighting. People there have told us can't seek medical care. It's not safe to go out on the streets because of the fighting.
Malcolm, thanks very much indeed. Malcolm Webb talking to us there from Nairobi.
We know what has been going on in Kenya all this while. Shut the door for me. All right, sorry about that. Pastor Shimon, your namesake, they disturb. Okay, so like I was saying, we know what has been going on in Congo all this while. And in Congo, we have seen
there is no question.
In Congo, we see UN armor tanks. We have seen UN armor tanks being boosted with what do you call them? Golds or diamond. I don't know the one it is, either gold or diamond. I saw that video some time ago, and these the UN trucks or armor carriers that are supposed to be used to save the people. Now, all these countries have their embassies there, but none of these people that have embassies there care about anything happening in Congo. The onslaught, everything happening, nothing we know that happen. Child slave, they see your pikin, whether na 1 year, they no send it, they carry and make it go, they dig for them. You see that kind of thing, if you have watched the film Black Diamond, that's what is going on in Congo till today. And it did not start today. It has been escalating. And today, I am happy that the people of the land are beginning to rise to the truth. Even if it is that they are going to be what? You see, one problem with this Congo thing is that when you don't even know, you will not understand that you cannot be free from among them. There is no how you can be free. You can never be free. You can never be free. Even if you think you will be free, don't worry. You will be crushed by the same people. They are going to destroy you. You can never be free. You cannot be free. So the earlier you know that it is better for you to fight against these people. How can you see a giant standing there, a giant that claims he is your friend, why the enemy devour you? How? America is there, Britain is there, France is there, with all that, Belgium. They have their embassies operating, not that they close. And all this evil is being carried out upon the people, indigenous people. They are not condemning it. They are not calling for anything to happen to stop it. They are not looking for solution. They only mind their business. It is not is it not occupation? Neocolonialism. So the people have risen against this neocolonialism. They say enough is enough. Since you are here watching us being wiped away, better go your papa land. This is why I tell us that one day I pray that one day people of Biafrans will wake up. Because what you don't even understand is that if you don't wake up to fight against the neocolonialism, you'll be wiped away. If you wake up, you may be fighting and escape. Which way? Will it not be better for you to fight? If you die, you die. Than to sit like a Musa in Arise television, like a pregnant woman, and they will come and wipe you and remove your head from your body. I am happy that people are now waking up. I'm happy that people are now seeing the truth. And until every Biafran begin to understand that our problem is not Dr. Ngozi Oravese, but the people that are fighting against Dr. Ngozi Oravese are the problem. Until our people begin to understand that this Dr. Ngozi Oravese has the same thing. I remember the same thing I used to, the same thing I asked, was it Shina Sanwo-Olu or who? I've forgotten who I asked that question. I want to see when Simon Ekpa do all the things you are saying. Let me see it. Let me see. Show me to see before you. I want to see. I want to know. Because any man, any woman, anybody that will come and tell you that person is evil, that person is, ask them to prove to you one single thing they have. All these people you see today telling you Ngozi Oravese is a criminal, Ngozi Oravese is a Nigerian agent. Let them prove to you. You don't have to hide it. What are you hiding? Bring it. I go help you bring. I go help you publish them. Bring them. I promise you, Sonia Akbarawa and Ogenkere, if you have anything against Dr. Ngozi Oravese and you are not bringing it out, that means you are deceiving yourself. You have nothing. All the things we brought out about you and your master is still there, and there are more. More will still come out. So my people, follow who know road. It's not about following emotions. We don't follow emotion. We follow the reality. We follow the truth. The gospel of truth must continue and must win.
There is no question in my view, and I come from an area where you have, like you rightly said, sir, there is hardly any part of Nigeria where you don't have solid minerals, even in the south-south. But what I observe, whereas the federal government is ruthless with people who are doing illegal oil buckling, and they deploy JTF to deal with those involved in illegal buckling. When it comes to illegal mining of solid minerals, the federal government changes. It's like using different standards. And I'm very angry about that. Because if we have to fight, deploy army, even to kill, for anyone who is involved in illegal buckling of oil, and you deploy JTF, a combination of army, police, air force, everybody, why are we allowing illegal mining in many parts of the country that is going on? And they are being mined by retired generals, and we know them. Yes, we know them. Nobody can pretend doesn't know them. I did a letter to former President Buhari, because somebody I sent to go and conduct a primary somewhere reported back to me, a retired general of Northern Extraction, told me that, look, Adams, you are worried about the challenge of conducting primaries in Zafara. The challenge he sees there is far more than that. And if it's not dealt with, Nigeria will not know peace in parts of the country. And this gold go all the way through the belt, all to Kaduna. And it up to, yeah, correct. And he told me that those involved in this illegal mining, they use choppers. They procure arms exactly the same way as our military were doing in the South. They give them arms. They use choppers to come and cut away the gold. And they take them out of this country and make billions of US dollars. And the federal government is not doing what it should be doing. I took this letter to the former president when I was national chairman of APC. And I said, call the general to give you more brief. In fact, what is happening, or what subsequently happened in that part of the country, was exactly what the general told me was going to happen. Because these guys have been weaponized by the illegal big men who deploy them, secure territories, and the weapon is meant to protect the Chinese and other foreigners who they actually employ to carry out the mining. And on occasion, they use the same weapon to carry out banditry, kidnapping, and all of the terrible things that are going on. Chief of Committee Chairman of Defense Staff, tell the defense I said so. That, yeah, that some retired military officers, army officers are involved in it. The day we can't tell the truth, this country cannot flourish. We can't change our, when it affects our people, we are at our best. We talk strong. Some other people appear to be above the law. That is what is going on with solid mineral. It is not that we don't know where it is. We have a whole survey of where we have what across the length and breadth of Nigeria. We also know, everybody complaining about certain people from certain nationalities. How they got here, even as we are talking now, they are doing those illegal mining. And those guys are getting richer when Nigeria State is getting poorer. But we carry the consequences of banditry, kidnapping, and that which these on illegal armed men, which they equip. Sir, who can afford to buy a chopper to land in an illegal mining site, cut away gold, return to Sediti, and then on the way to airport, bam, take them out of the country? This is happening. So I agree with you, but my position is that we shouldn't, as senators, be lamenting. As senators, we should fix the problem. We should tell the executive, you must deploy exactly the same force that you deploy against illegal oil bunkering. That same force should be deployed to deal with criminals who are money. When I say criminal, it can be a retired general, it can be a retired permanent secretary, it can be a retired trade unionist or a retired labor leader. Whoever is involved, they should be dealt with. Let Nigeria see that we are not condoning this. We are not lamenting what is going on. When you have a country of people who are above the law because they are supposed to have served the country, they have retired, and now they become the real barons. So I agree with you that the solid sector, and I'm happy with the word made by Baba that oil was discovered by accident. What they were looking for was solid minerals. And now what was discovered is like that what has become of the public sector, the power sector. We used to say generator as a standby. Now the standby is disco power. The resource of power is generator. I don't think we should lament here. We should recommend steep penalties, and through the leadership of the Senate and the National Assembly, draw President's attention that he has to find the political will to deal decisively with criminals that are cutting away our precious stones and other precious solid minerals. Thank you, sir, for this privilege. I don't like to... what I didn't hear from you is whether there is a plan in the budget to provide for recruitment of more men. Because I know during the campaign we said we can double the size of the armed forces because the population of Nigeria has doubled. from after the Civil War. Now, if this is on the table rather, I will understand. But our armed forces must be made accountable. They must be made accountable because it borders on blackmail. We say we don't give more money. Since I came here, I arrived at the Senate. We have done for the general nation 2 appropriations, 2024 and 2023. The armed forces, we've done several supplementary appropriations. And the revelation on the floor of the Senate is that they are buying the wrong equipment. Now today, when you said we should do proper oversight, I raised that motion that the Committee on Navy, Army, Air Force, and others should benefit from robust National Assembly oversight functions. That motion was defeated. It is on record that the armed forces are oftentimes or sometimes procuring equipment that they really don't need. The issue of the yacht is one shining example of complete gold displacement. I think they spent about $6 million converted to Naira that they were asking for to maintain the yacht. And I remember President Buhari said he never asked them to buy yacht. Which president will go on a yacht? On holiday? So I think when you say we should remove them to first line charge, you must trace the origin of the security crisis we are facing today. The only thing I will favor for first line charge is education. Because people who are educated and skilled, they are unlikely to be so poor that a terrorist organization can easily recruit them. If we put all the money to defend the country, and there's nothing left to do education, nothing left for healthcare, nothing left for investment in the manufacturing sector, all of those things that we ensure that our GDP grows at a reasonable basis, at least at a rate higher than our population growth, our poverty will remain endemic. The superhighway to criminality is hunger and starvation. So the armed forces have to understand that Nigeria doesn't have unlimited resources. And when they are buying equipment, they should buy what works. They have been scandal about buying second-hand equipment, military equipment. And as oversight, you can trade that your right. You retire as a senior military officer. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So when you say we should remove them from the first line charge, everybody first line charge, I mean first line charge, Navy, Air Force, what will be left in the treasury for the mass of our people? Are they going to be defending the graveyard? So we need to draw a sensitive balance. And there is no question that we need to enhance the competence and the proper kitting of the men and women who are put out there.
Well, dear friends, if you want to join me here, the link is up, is there and open. Now, you see Oshimole crying here. You see him crying here. Now, what Oshimole is saying here, is it not the same thing we have been clamoring for long? No, Bim. Is it not the same thing? And did you know the painful part of it? They use our own people. You see, when you hear we use Igbo against Igbo, people don't understand this. They will be hoping it's only Igbo man against. No. Go and find out who are those today in charge with this illegal bunkering. Who are they fighting? Who are the people fighting? Is it not Ompolo? Even building army barrack and camps, renovating it for them to come and work with him. Is it not Ompolo? Now, I want to ask you a question. If you have not been to this oil mining area, you see, bunkering is not a crayfish market where you go. It's not a supermarket where you go, you thief iPhone and put in your pocket and go. Nobody sees you. No. One thing we should have been asking Tompolo, what happens to those big cargo ship that stop in the Mediterranean Sea and they use small tanker ships to come and carry oil and go and dump there? The ship in the Mediterranean Sea might stay there for 2-3 months before they fill them. And these ships that bring crude to them goes on daily basis, maybe 2 times, maybe once, until they fill them. Now ask yourself, why has Tompolo not been able to come up one day and tell you, we caught this ship doing bunkering? No, they will only catch people with jerry cans, keg, or with a small motor, or where people are packing small gallons of crude oil. What happened to the tankers? Who are the people in the tankers? Who are there? Tompolo is busy fighting against his own brothers that are trying to survive. His own brothers that their land has been polluted with this oil spillage. His own brothers that could not go to school, that do not have electricity, that do not have road, that do not know what telephone looks like, that don't know what television looks like. Those are the one Tompolo and the co are fighting against. Their own people. But in the north, you see them mine their goods. You see them give contract to the point that the terrorist Izitu Jibelo is giving contract to Chinese. Nobody is saying anything. This is a country, right? On a good country. I wonder the kind of country that you people have. More reasons why everybody must do everything. Everything. Fire everything for this Biafra to come. Everything. We need this Biafra now. More than ever. We need them now. If you have not seen reasons, I pity you, because reasons are full everywhere. Reasons they everywhere, every corner. You don't need to ask anybody to show you reasons before you see one. There are millions plus millions and millions of reasons everywhere. Whoever by now have not seen anything wrong in not fighting for freedom, I don't know what I would tell that person. True. I don't know what I will tell that person. The Biafrans in Biafra land today, most of them are warming up for election that will come towards the end of the year in Anambra State. Old Anambra State. That's Omambala. I don't know the party where they want to do the election. But my question is this. Have you ever had anything like election? All these Efulefu people that are planning how to elect. You see, one thing people are not understanding is that when you tell them about Biafra, they are thinking it's a joke. They still think it's a joke. But hold on, until you go to the election, we will still warn you, those preparing for election, be careful what you are calling for. Nigeria don't do election, they do selection. And that selection must not, you don't have any say. You don't have any say. We must continue to fight until finally we are liberated. The fields are open. Come, anything you know you can do for this Biafra to come. Anything. Anything. If you know how to, and I am looking for, I want to be a France. If you can speak any language, come make we talk program. Come and talk to your people. Come and talk to your people in the language they will understand. If it's Igbo you want to use, if it is Calabar, if it is any of the Yoruba Isoko, no problem. Come, contact me. Let us talk. Share programs on the space everywhere. Our Prime Minister will come out. Our awareness is part of the job we need to do. Awareness counts. If they tell you that awareness doesn't count, it's a lie. If it is not for awareness, we wouldn't have gotten here. So when anybody tells you that what you're doing is not working, forget it, it's social media. No, it is not. If it is not working, we wouldn't have gotten here. I beg everybody, join in any way you can. Support financially, support physically, support spiritually. What will you gain in giving anybody? Listen, have you heard that voice where somebody was telling our DPM that the lawyer sent it, was telling him that our PM asked her to protect the mandate with everything she have. Do everything to protect the mandate. You see, when I tell you that PM structured everything very well, that is why the wicked want to destroy it. And that is why we will not allow them to destroy it. That is why we will stay focused and not allow anybody to push us away. We will not be derailed. We must understand what we want and who we want and who we are. Follow Dr. Ngozi Oraweze. Follow the government of Biafra, Republic government, United States of Biafra. Follow their instructions. If you have anything, if you have any question, ask. We don't want to ask questions, but we want to go there and post negative narratives. Don't share news that you are not sure of. Don't share anything. Listen, let me tell you. When you see somebody telling you, Ngozi Sesabo, you are sharing it. You are already creating awareness. That Dr. Ngozi Oraweze Sesabo. That you go is a criminal. You whether you share any platform you throw it, bam, you have helped them to share that's what they want. That is the exact thing they want. I will stop this program here. But we must remember, Nobody will tell you that Dr. Ngozi Orebeze is working for Nigeria. And the person is not stopping Dr. Ngozi Orebeze. Rather, created a criminal organization to extract money from Biafrans. And I am begging our men on ground, to wake up to the truth. Amen. No country in this life, no country in this life is being ruled or run by the military. Unless it's a military regime, military don't dictate what happens in the government. Okay, or is it Elias Anyoko has proven from every application that he is a criminal. Why are we still following him? Those that are still following him. We must wake up. We must wake up. And the earlier we wake up, the better for us. We have been fooled enough. Enough now. Enough is enough. Let us all wake up and stop this from happening again. The reason why we all gathered here and we are still here today is because of Biafra. Biafra. Support this government from every corner, everywhere, anywhere. Support this government. Mazana and the Ghana have made it clear before now that the time like this will come. But when it comes, when that time comes, stay focused. Use your brain. Don't be pushed around. Don't let anybody push you around. I beg you. Don't let anybody to push you around. Follow the government. If you have problems, ask the government. If you have questions, ask. I will stop this program here for now.
Referendum, yes. Referendum, now. Referendum today is the only solution. Referendum, yeah. Referendum, referendum today is the only solution. We shall never forget. Never. I will never forget. I will never forget what we pretended to be from. Referendum, only referendum. Referendum today is the only solution. I say I will never forget. Never. We shall never forget. We shall never forget what Nigeria did to Biafra. Referendum, only referendum. Yeah. Referendum today is the only solution. 1967 to 70, they came together and keep their France in millions. Referendum, only referendum. Referendum today is the only solution. I said 1967 to 1970, they support Nigeria to keep their France in millions. Referendum, only referendum. Referendum today is the only solution. Referendum, referendum. Referendum today is the only solution. I say we shall never forget. We shall never forget. We shall never forget about generation. We'll never forget. Referendum, only referendum. 1967 to 1970, they came together and keep their France in millions. Referendum, referendum. Referendum today is the only solution. I said before 60s, they've been killing their France. Today, at the say stop. Referendum, stop. We shall never forget, we shall never forget, we shall never forget what we tended to get from. We shall never forget, we shall never forget, we shall never forget, direction we'll never forget, we shall never forget, we We shall never forget. We shall never forget what Nigeria did to Biafra. We shall never forget. We shall never forget. We shall never forget. Generations will never forget. 1967 to 1970. They came together and keep their fans in millions. We shall never forget. We shall never forget. We shall never forget. Our generation will never forget. Referendum. Referendum. Referendum today is the only consolation. Only referendum. Referendum. Referendum today is the only solution. Referendum. Referendum. Referendum today is the only solution. Referendum. Referendum today is the only consolation. Igbo, will you forget? No, no, no. No, no, no. Our generation will never forget. Referendum. Referendum. Only referendum is the only consolation. Ija, will you forget? No, no, no. No, no, no. Our generation will never forget. Referendum. Referendum. Referendum today is the only consolation. Will you forget? No, no, no. No, no, no. Our generation will never forget. Referendum. Only referendum. Referendum today is the only consolation. Biafra will
too much. We do this too much. Because look at, if she went there on that first day and was announcing the 2 day before, we will celebrate it the first day we get there. We will celebrate it the first day we get there. Don't you think that they would have done more harm to us?
That was sabotage.
Yes, that's why I said we are not a photo nation.